What's up, guys? Oh my gosh. Hey, what's up, Flat Riso? How are you? There you go.
Yay! We're all here now.
What's up, Flat Riso? What's up, big boy? Buy houses. Hey, guys,
Bro,
doing tonight? What's up, Red? Zerdo,
Stevie.
Naya, Scarlett? How you guys doing tonight?
Hey, everyone.
Appreciate you guys for being here tonight. And tonight, I'm here again with Ron Veronique. So Justin. So yeah, we just all agree that all of us are gonna keep doing these lives every few days or every day as much as possible. And we're gonna drop value. And tonight we're gonna talk about what values guide your business, right? Because in business, you're gonna have to make decisions almost daily, and you need to have a set of values. Like, just some companies call it core values, but to keep it simple, it's just a set of values that you use to make decisions with your business, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, so you guys want to start?
Sure.
So what are your values that you use to uh,
Well,
decide with your businesses?
Flats Resell actually asked us a question. He said, "Hi, started following you from a Discord. What you guys discuss? VA training?"
Oh, well, no. This is just like general business. Yeah, but if you have any questions about VAs, you can send me a message on Instagram. Though I think it came from this Amazon Discord, right? So
Oh yeah, definitely hit Lewis up.
yeah, yeah.
The Kangan mom joined.
Do you guys want to start?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead, Ron.
oh, he said who? Ron?
Yeah.
Ron.
Me?
You first.
We do
I
any?
went first yesterday.
All right, we'll kick it off. So what value is funny? It says what value to guide. Um, so what values guide your business decisions? So that's a good thing when you start your business out. I started out learning business from this. It's a system called EOS. It's a book called Traction, the best business book I've ever seen in my life. And they say you got to define like what does your company stand for? What are the things that are important to you? And you hire off of it, you fire off of it. You hold your team to accountable to these things. And you literally like people who don't fit within these values, they don't work with you or work for you. And if anyone on your team starts to not follow those core values, you talk to them, right? But eventually you'll have to get rid of that person if they don't adhere to it. And it is basically like if you ever think about you've worked places, we've all worked places before. It's really easy way to look at it. What did you hate about that place that you worked at that they should have fixed? What did you love about that place? And for me, my four core values. The first one is they're all equal. There's no like one better than the other. But the first one is no ego. So I've worked at places where there's a lead salesperson or someone who has been there long that treats everyone kind of like shit. They think they're the shit, and they have an attitude, and they basically get away with it because they're good at what their job or they know somebody. I hate that kind of stuff. So in my business, when I started my corporation, you work here, no ego. It's also my biggest. I can start to get an ego too, so it keeps me in check. Hey man, Ron, no ego. You're right, my bad. Let me check that. The second is no excuses. So if you work for me and you don't, let's say you don't get your work done and you blame everything else but you. It's their fault, this fault. No, they don't fly working with me. Take responsibility, because I take responsibility. It's my bad. I didn't get it done. Let me make sure it gets done, right? Stuff like that. Dang, got me kind of forgetting what my problem solver. Problem solver, the best employee in the world. The best person, or even I mean, I don't know what kind of business you got, but I have W-2 and I have 1099s, right? I've had those. The best employees are the ones that solve problems without asking you every little step of how to do it, right? Hey, Ron, there's a problem. Okay, what have you done to try to solve it?
Yeah.
So for me, you have to try to solve that problem and come to me with, hey, here's a problem. This is what I want. Ron, there's an issue. This is the 3 things I think that could solve it. What do you think? I'm happy. But every time something big, small, and they just go, fix this for me, what do I need you for? If I gotta go do your job, I just might as well just go do it. I hired you, you figure it out.
Yeah.
That's your baby. Obviously one brain, right? You know? What were you gonna say, bro?
No, I'm saying yeah. I totally agree with that. Wow.
Yeah, so and my 4th one, you gotta forgive me, it's been a minute since I've seen. So we got no ego, we got be a problem solver, and be ethical. I want to do everything that we do in our business. I want it to be ethical. I've been on teams and been a part of businesses where there were not ethical people. They were ethical when they wanted to. They would screw people over. One of the last teams I was on, every time we would like get a sale, a couple of the guys, especially the higher ups, would give like middle fingers to the customer. Like, we're screwing, like, F you, we screwed you over. I couldn't stand it. I couldn't wait to get out of there. And it made me like I felt like I had to leave.
Yeah.
Like, I can't be a part of the culture. It's just not me. There's some people out there, that's your culture. Do you. But that's not how I roll. So what I like about, you start your own rules, how you want your culture to be, and you set it up to your standards.
Love that. What's up, Marco? What's up,
Marco
friend?
Marco said loving this call.
Yeah,
Thanks,
somebody
Marco.
said something else about
Flat Resell said, I like the one no excuse. Do you mean that you want someone to own up for their actions and not give a reason why they didn't accomplish something?
Yeah. An example would be like, we had this employee that worked for us, and you have a scorecard. They have a number that they have to hit. Everyone has a number. I have a number, they have a number. And let's say they had to make 100 phone calls, but they weren't getting it done. And when it was time to say, hey, what's going on? Do you need help? What's going on? No, I didn't get it done because the system was slow, or my internet, or whatever. They're giving excuses. And if you can't be the kind of person that could just say, hey, my fault. If you can't say, it's my bad, I take responsibility, I need to get it done, you won't have this problem again. There's people out there that won't do that.
That's true.
If that's how you are, great. You just can't work for me. We want people that are accountable and that we can rely on, because we're not trying to call people out like to hurt their feelings. These things have to be done in the company, or we don't make money. We want to go out of business. Bad things happen. You know what I'm saying? So depending on what it is, if you're generally a person that doesn't like to take responsibility for your own responsibilities, that's all it is. You're not getting your job done. It's most likely an effort thing. But if you blame everything else, you can't say, you're right, I need to step it up. And in this case, the employee did end up stepping it up, and they got their calls in, but they couldn't keep it up, so they ended up having to not work for us, and that's fine. That's fine. That's how you weed out people in your place, because you're hiring people, and everyone puts up like this front of like who they think they're supposed to be. They put their best face on, right? But
Mm-hmm.
do it just like dating. You get a month into it, you get to see the real person, right? You
That's
get to see who you really have in front of you. So, and we tell them the core values. These are our core values. We have them sign it. Do you agree? If you're not, like, because a lot of this stuff you're not going to know until you start working with them.
yeah.
You know? Yeah.
So flat resale sub, I like that value. That's fire right there.
Yeah, man.
Marco said, "What's up?"
Ah,
Yeah, love that, bro.
love it. Love it all. How about you, babe? What are like some of your core values when we're doing business or working with people?
I mean, there's a lot that Ron said already, right? Like being honest, being ethical.
Mm-hmm.
So of course we always need to be ethical ourselves. You know, we want our people to be ethical, partners to be ethical, because we don't want to be hurting people.
Yeah.
Right? Just for money, just like what Ron said earlier. You don't want to make a sale and then make the sign, right? Hey, like fuck you guys or whatever.
Yeah.
You need to respect these people that paid you money, and also like delivery or promises, right? So that's one. I think the second one is persistence. Like it doesn't matter how hard, the job is, the project is, the business is, the task is. You gotta persist no matter what.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how long it takes. You gotta persist. And just keep going with your project. And then what's another one? Hard work. You always got to hard work. Wake up early, work long hours. And of course take care of yourself. But I think hard work should be a core of or is the core of our business, right? We're always working. We're always in the office, always doing events, always networking, always prospecting, making sales, fulfilling orders, marketing like this. I mean, this job alone that we're doing is a lot. I mean, we're doing like 30, 45-minute IG lives, right? Almost every day. And that's because we want to give value to people. And it's because we believe in hard work. We believe in persistence. We started this project and we want to promote. So what else? And always be willing to get better. So always work on yourself. Personal development is huge for us. And that's why we do these calls here, right? It's because we want to give value to people. It's because we believe in personal development. And then with us personally, we do a lot of personal development as far as coaching, mentorships, going to the gym, going to church, doing therapy, you know, just like finding different ways to get better as people.
Yeah.
So,
I love
right?
that.
Do you agree, babe?
I
Agree?
agree. Yeah.
Did I miss anything or?
No, I totally agree with everything. Yeah. I think we're really, as like we've developed more in our business, we've gotten more to like okay with knowing that we're not always going to align with other people's core values, and that's okay. Like you don't need to always align yourself like with someone like that's if they have different values and it's fine. We don't have to work together. We can respect each other from afar or whatever. It doesn't mean we have to work in business together. And I think that since we've developed more and more, we've gotten okay with that. When we were first starting, we thought, oh, we need to work with everyone. Like, oh, it doesn't matter if their values are different. We just want to work with everybody because we just wanted to. We just thought that was the way. But I think because we've been in business for so long, now we know like, hey, it's easier and better for us to work with someone who has the same kind of core values, who aligns with us. You know what I mean? Not saying that our ways are the right ways, because you are going to work with other people that align with your core values. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's one of the things is just being okay with the fact that everyone's different, everyone has different core values, respect everybody, but then look for the people that do align with your core values and the people that you want to work with.
Yeah, I love that.
Good.
And we have Flat Resale here in Big Boy Buy Houses. If you guys have any questions, let us know too, so we can, like talk about it or
how
know.
do they deal with like core values in their business? What do you guys look for when you guys are looking for partnerships out there? If anyone wants to chime in for that.
Yeah, or if you guys have any questions for us, it's fine too. Just type it in the chat. But keep going, babe.
Or ask someone to request if anybody wants to join us.
Anyone want to jump in?
Does anyone want to jump in on this call?
Here we
All you gotta do is send a request to Lewis and
there you go.
can join on.
There you go. There's Marco. Oh, what happened? Oh, there you go. What's up, Marco?
Hey, everyone.
Hi.
What's up? What's up? Hi.
Yeah, just for context, Marco is my fellow ambassador with Rats Group. So
Cool.
Oh, nice.
yeah, this one's a high level person. He owns a restaurant, and other businesses. So, do you have any questions, bro? Do you want to chime in? Like,
No,
or
I
just
was
want to jump on? Or?
I was watching how you guys were talking about core ethics and values, and I didn't see that. I didn't know if you guys were referencing like partnerships in business or just like partnerships in general with your like just on how you conduct yourselves working with your employees and everything. And
Oh,
Oh,
I think we lost you, bro. Or was it me?
no,
That's
No,
it, right?
I think it was him.
Okay.
Oh, there. It's coming back.
I'm back. Sorry, guys. I disconnected from my Wi-Fi, but I was catching how you guys were talking about, core values with business, and I didn't know if you guys were referencing with business partners or with, your employees. Because I'll be frank, like I had my ups and downs. Like, so like I operate a small Mexican restaurant
I think we're losing him
to
though.
over $1 million
sounds
a
like
year
it
in
was.
sales in the past 3
Yeah.
years. Hello?
Dang, man.
We're losing you, bro.
Can you guys still
we're
hear me?
losing a little
Oh
bit
shoot!
in and out.
1 second. 1 second to the Wi-Fi.
Okay. Don't worry.
Can you guys hear
I'll be.
me now? All
Yeah.
right, perfect. Yeah, I'm hooked up to the Wi-Fi at my business, so it's been like trying to connect to the cell signal or Wi-Fi was trying to choose. But
Oh.
what
Nope.
I was saying was, I jumped on and I saw you guys were talking about core values for business, and was trying to see if you guys were talking about business owners and operators, or just like how you conduct yourself with your staff. But like me personally, yeah, like me personally, how I've conducted myself with my staff, or like being frank, like I've done the nice. We went rated from a 3.1 star restaurant to a 4.6 star restaurant on Google. We had like about 300 reviews on Google, and they were all bad when I took over. And now we're at, we have 1,500 reviews, and we're 4.6 stars, 3 years later. And
Oh, congratulations.
thank you. And that's what helped me though is, like working with my staff and just like really just getting down to them and just instilling them what our values are as a business and telling them, I kept it though. I did it on the keep it real approach where I just told them like, hey guys, you know, I don't expect you to have the same level of dedication to this business as I do, but you know, you have to have accountability for your peers. And if your performance, like me, I have a high retention rate for my kitchen staff, but I had a higher turnover rate with my front of house staff. So what
Mm.
was happening, I was telling the front of house staff, you are a front facing part of the business, and it's unfair if I'm a statistical guy, and if I'm running my labor cost, I'm not going to go over 30% on my labor cost for my industry. So if sales are down, hours are going to go down across the board, and it's just I have to manage my finances responsibly, but I forecast for a lot of these things and see how my business will operate. I even know the ebbs and flows on how my business will conduct itself every period of the year, or even when we have spikes in business post or before daylight savings time. So I know the ins and outs of that part, but like the front facing, for as an example, for a restaurant, the front facing part of house, their performance can bring in or push away like of a high valued client, or even not a high value client, a lifetime value client. We have clients who on average spend $80 a week, and if go $80 a week at 52 weeks, that adds up. And if we start losing clients because of bad performance, it's not fair to the back of house to lose hours because the front of house is performance. Vice versa, it's not fair to the to the front of house if the back of house is putting out poor product and the front of house is also losing hours.
Mhm.
So I let everybody know what you do affects everyone, and it's not fair. And if you are not aware enough as an employee to respect, not you need, when you show up here every day, you have not only have to show up for yourself, you have to show up for everyone else, because your actions are going to affect everyone else. And it echoes in our industry. These transactions add up, you know. So for me, that's for for employee retention and for quality employee retention. That's what I found. What is the best approach is letting them know the ramifications of their actions, not only how it affects their performance, but how it affects their fellow colleagues. They're human too, and they have necessities just like me and you, that we have dependencies on. If I hire you for 36 hours a week, you're going to depend on an X amount of income every month.
Mhm.
And if I start diminishing your hours, and you're not going to meet. If I chop away 4 hours a week at you and you're doing 32, you just lost 16 hours in a month.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's 16 hours is going to add up. That's 160, that's a little over 172 hours a year that you just lost.
So do you
If
have all your employees like sign like a contract with all the core values that you're trying to instill in them, like when they start working for you?
For me, honestly, no, I haven't. I've kind of just done it on the honors. Yes and no. I've done the honor system, but I've done the honor system for myself to the extent to where I also have a lot of automation in place at my business. And so
Mm.
my dog's watching TV, sorry. Um, I have a lot of automation set in my place to where, I watch customer interactions. Even like we're primarily takeout and delivery as a business right now. We're not doing dine-in, and we are like all of our phone calls are monitored and recorded, and we're using AI automation to
Oh.
pick up tone in voice in the conversation. It picks up off of negative keywords, and so that way, if the automation senses any negative trigger keywords or any negative tone in voice from either party, it forwards it to me for immediate attention,
Right.
and then I go back and review the transcript and the audio on the calls. And then after that, obviously we're big on online ordering. So those are like things that I've implemented, and that's how I hold my staff accountable. And and it's more of a automation merged with honor system part. I still enforce, but me personally, I don't make them sign it. I don't make them sign anything. We're in California, and I just tell them, hey, this is at will employment, and if you're going to perform, then you're gonna be here. And at this point in my career, I have a quick eye for spotting BS, and I just call them out on it. It's everybody else that is here in the long run. I have to do right by my staff and make the right decisions, and I owe it to them each and every single day to look out for their interests. I know that in the beginning of the conversation, I said that I'm cutthroat to the extent to where I allocate 30% of my gross sales towards labor costs, but in all reality, I account for bad days. I account for good days. And, we're fortunate to build ourselves up as a business to where if we do not perform even for 6 months for whatever reason, I have enough comfortable of a cushion room that I can protect my staff. And, I'm not gonna, be so diminishing their hours just for unforeseen circumstances over and over and over. But that's my duty as an employer and also, marketing strategist, to make sure that I show up and I'm bringing in the crowd every single day for my staff, and I'm delivering on my part to secure employment for the people who have entrusted me to work for me. And, they depend on these paychecks to support their families. So
But
that's why I'm so kind of a hard ass when it comes to my employment on how I work with people. I'm very direct, but I owe it to everybody else that has entrusted me with their livelihoods.
yeah, and then Flat Riso has a question for you you guys. So can you have too many core values, or do you keep it simple? Want to chime in, Ron?
Yeah. So my thoughts on can you have too many? I think that you should probably narrow it down to about your top 4 to 5, maybe 4 to 6. Um, you don't want to pigeonhole yourself too much, but yeah, pick the 4 or 5 things that mean the most to you, and these are deal breakers. That means if someone violates this and will not adhere to it, they have to go. That's how serious it needs to be. So it's probably going to weed out a lot of stuff that's not that important to you, and really get down to like what's really core to who you are and how you want your culture to be.
Yeah.
I would love to add to that. Like one of the core things that we like live by, but we have multiple departments. So, we have the back of house, we have the dishwashing area, we have the cooking area, we have front of house, we have our delivery service. So we have a whole online supervision part. And so for us, like one of the biggest things, just I try to make all of my staff to recognize and think from someone else's perspective. I tell them, please, you need to break that mindset on being selfish and learn to think of others as you think of yourself. And one of the biggest things that I've pointed out where we have a zero tolerance policy is, don't look down on the dishwasher. It's usually looked down on as like a low totem pole position.
Yeah.
But I tell them, look, I'm so strict to the extent to where, oh, you need to be aware because your actions have ramifications. I used to see staff members in other industries and other restaurants that I worked in, they would just dump knives into the sink that's filled with water. And for everybody who doesn't really know on the call, if your dishwasher reaches into that sink filled with bubbles and soap and water, that then his dishes are soaking, he can reach in there, grab a knife, and cut his or
Yeah,
her
Yeah.
hand. And
that's
and when you're in the motion and you're in the hustle and bustle of the business, at first it may sound like an easy thing to oversee because you're just trying to hurry up and do your job. But I'm sorry, but for me, there's not an excuse for that. You
Yeah.
need to be just like the way how you conduct a motor vehicle at 65, 70 miles an hour on the freeway, and you have to be considerate of others. Be considerate of your actions and where you place things. It's going to affect someone
Yeah.
else.
Yeah, I think Ron actually that was one of his core values, is that when he was working at a company, that the people who were higher up would like flat, what was it? Give the finger, Ron?
they would like. Do you know Wolf of Wall Street? You know that
Oh,
movie Wolf of Wall Street
yeah.
where they're
They do
making
it. They do it like
Yeah.
in a celebratory manner.
they're like
Yeah. Oh, okay. So it's kind of like that. Like I feel like people who are higher up, sometimes they do things that they don't think that have repercussions on people that are watching them. Like the dishwasher guy is watching their higher ups or whatever, and if they're being mistreated, they're like, "What the hell? Why am I staying at this job for? Because I'm being mistreated." Where every job should be significant, regardless of what it
Yeah,
is, right? So.
yeah.
Um, Big
We're,
Boy Buy Houses says, I'm a one-man team, but just like working with honest people, that's my core value, is being honest.
yeah.
that's one of the most important ones is that it's ethical, right? You work with someone that's unethical, it's going to affect a lot of stuff, man. I mean, there's people who I won't do business with. Hey, do your thing, but I ain't doing business with you because I don't want to be associated with you
Yeah.
because you may
Yeah.
make me look bad. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so true.
I come from a marketing background, and you know, like my family has had a business at the same location since 1999, and unfortunately, they went out of business in 2017. And so, what happened? Part of my story is there was another restaurant that came into place where my family's business existed because we didn't own the property, and they went out of business, and I saw the opportunity to go back and open my family's restaurant at the same location and just try to kind of like, you know, like just make a comeback for us, you know. And that's like the way that I came back into this industry. But going into that, I don't know where I got off for this, but for me, I take a lot of personal pride in showing up every single day for all of my staff and my personnel. And you know, back with the dishonesty, we've you know, for me, one of the most heartbreaking industries to experience has been the marketing, the dealing with marketing management companies, and you know, like a lot social media content manager companies, online you know, marketing strategists and marketing companies in general.
Yeah.
And you know, people will promise you the sun, the stars, and the moon about getting you more business and more traction, and they'll say, oh, look how you're posted, you know, you just got like 72 likes. I'm like, as a marketing person and also as a business owner, you need to guide that trajectory to make sure it converts to dollars. Because I've had marketing budgets that I spend $10,000-$15,000 a month, and they've produced almost zero results. As one horrible example, I was dealing with the marketing company, and they were running our Google ads at $15,000 a month, and they were so what they were doing is a strategy in the marketing world called branded keyword sponsorship. So the name of my restaurant is Esmeralda's. They were targeting that keyword. So every time someone showed up would search for my restaurant directly, we also popped up in paid search. But we're paying for people to search that are searching for us to click on us. And it's like, why are we paying for people to who are already searching for us to be so we can be seen by them? Our organic search engine optimization traffic should have already captured that audience. Now we're wasting our budget on self-branded keywords. We need to be utilizing our budget on keywords, on broad keywords like for me, I'm a Mexican restaurant. We need to be spending our budget on keywords like burritos, tacos, enchiladas in the area, for whoever's searching for that will be aware that we offer these services and these items. So, you know, yeah, but you know, for dishonesty, I've had my rough shake with marketing companies, and that's what's caused me to dive so deep into marketing strategy and search engine optimization. I mean, in the past 4 years, I spent $210,000 on Google Ads, and I spent another $240,000 on Meta, which is Instagram and Facebook combined. So,
Love
and I've done
it.
probably 80,000 in search engine optimization to my website before I just stopped feeling helpless, wanted to give up the feeling of helplessness and just go out there and do it for myself and stop relying on
Love
others.
it, bro. Hey, big boy houses. You have a question, bro? Yep.
I don't know, but we need to get this dude that's talking right now. I can't see your name, brother.
Marco.
We need
Marco.
to in the group, dog.
I know. Oh yeah, babe, can you please tell everyone who's watching, like, you know, if they join our community and stuff?
Yeah, for everyone watching, we do these weekly calls on Mondays at 5 p.m. Pacific, where we bring an industry expert, and we do an interview and Q&A. It's on Mondays at 5 p.m. Pacific. If you guys are interested, DM me the word VIP. It's only $50, and you guys are gonna get a lot of value. You know, you guys are gonna have access to an industry expert, Q&A, and yeah, it's gonna be good. So
Yeah, we should get Marco on one of our calls so he can tell people how it is in the restaurant business. Like, just
yeah,
from how you started and, just telling us like how you deal with your employees. Like that's just a little glimpse, not even little, that's a lot, dealing with employees and stuff.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for your, just for chiming in and telling us how you deal with core values with your business. We really appreciate it.
Of course.
Yeah.
It was yeah, and it was nice to meet you guys, by the way. So you guys are hopping back on. So today's Wednesday, but you said you guys meet on Mondays.
So
Yeah.
Monday,
Well, it's like it's like a Zoom call that we do every Monday. So
Yeah.
yeah.
but we're doing lives like every day.
Yeah.
Nice, nice. I'm gonna have to jump on. I don't always jump on Instagram, but today I just decided to hop on and see what was going on. I saw Luis on the live, so like I'm gonna jump in and chime in on this one. We had an offer, the group that me and Luis are part of together. I missed that call because I was down at the city because I got voted Business of the Month, and
Congratulations.
thank you. And I got voted for Business of the Month, and they already chose out all the businesses of the month for the entire calendar year. So now we were all accepting our awards for the month for all 12 months, and now it's in debate between the 12 of us for Business of the Year.
Congratulations. Why don't you give a shout out where your restaurant is at so people could find you?
I'm in Eureka, California, and if anybody looks up best Mexican restaurant in Eureka, I guarantee you the first result that you're gonna see is Esmeralda's. I
Okay.
can guarantee that. I can put $1,000 on that right now.
Love it.
Anybody
I love
anybody
it.
want to call me out and try it? That's how good my search engine optimization skills have gotten.
Well, we love burritos and we love tacos. So if we're ever in Eureka, we're definitely gonna hit up your restaurant
Yep.
for sure.
I'm an hour south of the Oregon border.
Okay, whoa.
Wondering,
We gotta go.
where's Eureka?
We gotta take a trip.
Yeah, I'm 5 hours north of San Francisco.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yep.
That'll be fun.
I
Thank
guys
you
will.
again.
What?
Thank you
Yep.
so much again.
I appreciate it. Thanks for having me on.
Thanks for coming, man.
Thanks.
What's up, Rana, Jose, to Woozy?
Tanya was on here.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Thanks, Marco.
Tanya's
Appreciate you,
still
bro, for jumping in.
You have to
Do you
speak,
know
bro.
Do you know Big Boy buy houses, bro? Do you know him or not?
I have to see. The name doesn't ring a bell, but I have to look at the profile and see.
Yeah, he's been on the whole time. That's why. So I just want to give him a shout out for being here the whole time.
Yeah,
And
I heard that.
participating. Yeah, thanks to Marco too for helping on and chiming in.
definitely.
Are we good on time, or do you guys want to keep going, or?
Let's wrap it and then meet.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, I'm the host,
Cool.
I guess. So yeah, guys. Hope you guys got value from this IG Live. And again, if you guys want to join our VIP weekly calls, it's going to be on Mondays at 5 p.m. Pacific. It's only $50, and you're going to get a weekly call from an industry expert Q&A, and you guys are going to hang out with us in our group. So that being said, thank you guys for being here. And Big Boy Buy Houses, I'm going to send you a DM too, bro.
Yeah.
Just because you've been here the whole time, and I just want to talk to you personally and meet you. Yeah. So yeah, bro, I'm gonna send you a DM, and I'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. Everyone have a good rest of the night.
Later.
Bye bye.